Get your hot dogs here, toppings bar, all you can have toppings bar. Relish, onions, pickle, mustard, and more. Free zoning, ice, sherry, slugger, free zoning.
It's your day off. I do the boys.
But Rick, it's just the Cardinals game.
True.
He tried to tell me because man's gonna pick up and they carpet, and I was like, that happens. Worse, it gets worse, you know, and then we're not playing tomorrow, so we're going on the road. It doesn't matter. So it was definitely frustrating because I was ready for a big inning. But yeah, I think we scored one that inning still, which was good. But
and then you're down 7-5. Of course, Bobby's already hit his first homer of the year early in the game. You're down to 7 if you fall back 8-5, and then that ninth inning rally happens, and then Caglianone's in at art line.
Forgot. I forgot. In a hurry.
What she want to have it? She want.
For the other side, 9-8. After the 10th inning, Hicks told me after the game, and he told the media later that he said he had a good feeling about you. You hadn't homered as the Royals. Come up there, miserable night, long day, long night. Tell me about coming there and making it.
Yeah, I had a little bit of pass when he was with the Mets. So I kind of knew his stuff. It's a little funky under the heater, played up a little bit than what the velo was. And I put a good swing on it. So that's all I was trying to do.
And then the coverage here behind. Tell me about wanting to be the center of one of those celebrations. And what's the reaction in Lane Thomas's world, texts and people seeing the lights from your ball past and your friends and people you've known a long time and maybe a short time?
Yeah, it's always cool, man. Yeah, I have a good support system at home with friends and family. And obviously, we're you know, with our teammates. It's just cool to come through and, you know, you see all those people that you don't always realize are watching, but it's a moment like that. You know, all of them reach out. It feels good.
And, of course, the big picture was the win and getting the sweep. Not just 2 out of 3, but getting the sweep to kind of, as you guys were trying to kind of climb out of a little hole from early in the year with a long way to go. But just to get that win and to get that sweep, what did that mean?
I think it's a relief for everybody. You know, obviously, a rough 10 days there. That one stretch where we lost 7 or 8 straight or whatever the number was. And, you know, I think it doesn't matter. It's tough to sweep the team. So I think that gives us confidence going into these next 2 series.
These 2 series on the West Coast, we're here in Sacramento, you were here last year. This is the temporary home of the Athletics. It's a AAA ballpark. Royals 2 out of 3 here at the end of last year. It'll be here and Seattle, and you say you're ready for your different time zone, different climate, no rain in the forecast, which is particularly your thought about the ballpark, which they've done a pretty job, I think, and then just the 6 games out here.
Yeah, you know, I think they've been a pretty pitching staff. It's a pretty friendly ballpark to hit from what I remember, and hopefully we can get the bats going and put some runs up and put our pitchers in a good...
Speaking of pitchers, you know, really, even though it was a high-scoring game on both sides, how about what Seth Lugo did on Sunday, 6 1/3? Even though he had his best stuff and he got roughed around, but he hung in there, lasted until the 7th inning, and then the bullpen after that.
I don't think anything would have been possible without him doing that. I played for, you know, not a super long time, but long enough to not really see a lot of guys succeed after doing what he did those first 3 innings, and then to come back and give us 6 innings, I think is, you know, he's the MVP of that game, because without that, you know, who knows how many arms burn. Obviously with an off day, it's not a big deal, but I think that really puts everybody in a good spot going into these next 2 series.
Well, you may call him the MVP of that game. I think a lot of fans probably think Lane Thomas was MVP. Bottom line was, a win is a win. It was huge. It was fun. Congratulations on your first big league walk-off RBI and your first Royals home.
I appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
That's Lane Thomas, our Hawthorne Bank player to bank on. Start connecting to what's possible. Member FDIC. You're listening to the Bob Allen Ford pregame show on the Royals Baseball Network.
At Hawthorne Bank, business banking is built around you.
Why can watch that truck?
Solutions and local support. We make managing your business finances simple. Our team works with you to customize solutions that match your goals. So when you're ready to take that next step, we're ready to help you move forward. And with mobile banking, staying on top money, even on game day, is easier than ever. Visit Hawthorne.com and start connecting to what's possible. Hawthorne Bank, member FDIC.
This is Alex Gordon. You don't build a career overnight. It takes early mornings, long days, and doing the work when no one's watching. That's how we did it here, and it's how they do it at Emery Staff & Sons. They're building more than roads and bridges. They're building communities. They're building careers, and they're building employee owners. If you're ready to put in the work and to be part of something bigger, join the team that knows it's always worth the grind. Learn more at Emery Staff & Careers.
Becoming a truck driver doesn't have to become Schneider. We ease your commercials. Start your new career. With our CDL approach training, you'll become a driver just 5 to 6 and have a shorter job waiting for you when you've completed the program. Plus, during training, Niner will provide transportation, lodging, and meals at no cost to you. Need to get your career on the road? Learn at one day at NinerJobs.com. Need battery from lithium to acid custom packs to UPS wholesale nationwide with mapping across America. America's battery experts since 70 cell batteries, any battery, anytime, delivered anywhere at wholesalebatteries.net. Want to make it to where wholesale batteries delivers nationwide shipping, premium brands, unmatched expertise. We keep America. Wholesale Batteries, your power partner since 1977. Any battery, anytime, delivered anywhere at wholesalebatteries.net.
In Sacramento, West Sacramento, at the Bob Allen Fortune Game Show. Time for visit with Royals manager Mac Quachero. Sunday games. Your thoughts?
What a crazy day. I mean, so many people have mentioned, like, none of us experienced before, find out around 10:50 that the game was going to be at 3 instead of 10. And, then the I don't want to say simple, just getting word out to everyone and making sure new and Vance and Zumi and the hitting guys all did a great job of getting the word out to everybody. Just to make it was aware, get there, the loop probably being the biggest we did. And so that started the day, and then getting there and playing through state rain, which we were moving the game up to not rain, but nonetheless we did another rain delay, the huge comeback. Obviously, it ended up fantastically for us and some huge moments individually, but all 14 great series overall. Very, very odd day all around.
Have you heard from the league? Have we used all of our rain days? Have we started a lot of seeing the Chargers?
We don't have another rain delay, but ideally it has to be
A couple more boxes checked, if you will, in that game on Sunday. Obviously, and Jack Cagley on his first real hit this year.
Gold Trails Lane, kind of his moment far with us, and phenomenal against lefty. That's a different subject, but I'm behind a homer yet. He's going to hit homers, but his approach is good. Wings in a good spot, and good for Check. Coming in to face the rest of that bat, breaking out and being it, getting it up and in, turning on it, keeping it there. It was kind of not law, but both the rallies and then down and mounting the rallies, and really good and just phenomenal overall.
I was saving means to continue that Collins, who's big, new to the oil. It's supposed to be an excuse, but there's an explanation as to why. Maybe it's taken his team a while to gel because of the World Baseball. So I feel like it's all behind you now, and guys like Thomas and Reese and Huntsville.
Certainly hope so. Yeah, I mean, you can only one at a time, right? And we've done the best we could, to get those comfortable. But even if everybody, sometimes it's time to adapt to the new team, it's a new city, the new roles under players, and all those things is actually unique. But at the same time, we don't have any excuse. You have to come here and play baseball regardless of who you're playing.
One last thing about Sunday. After 2 minutes and 6 runs allowed, things to go with Sylvie Finney.
No, but if there was anybody could be that guy, I would have put money on him. Just doing extremely efficient pitch out. And he knows at that time his job is 40 because even though we had an off day and getting through it, like using guys that you want to use in certain situations, he's getting through 5. In 6th inning, he just had that. He hit it through with the weather and dealing with the mound and dealing with everything. So he's done this. He understands the value of those innings. And so if anybody was into it, I felt really about him doing it.
Jonathan India has surgery on his shoulder and he's done for the year. That's disappointing for you. Disappointing for him. He really needed to bounce back this season.
He did, and we wanted him to bounce back. We required him to be an on-base guy and somebody that could start the offense and be a game things. And in some ways, more what a game is. We saw him get hit in the face last year, play the next day, and play with numerous injury. But somebody was playing with his shoulder that tear. He tried to gut it out, and it's to the point that would see it pop out on dives or jumping for line drive things, and working, and it wasn't able for him to continue. So I'm glad for him and his career that he's going to get it taken care of, or got it taken care of. At the same time, it's a blow to us.
And you get Mike Garcia back, right? At least in the starting lineup.
Yeah, that's great. Mike Chell, feels back to normal. We thought the best thing to do was to try